This tutorial is how to make the very cute and clever sock monkey. The sock monkey is made with a pair of socks from Fox River Mills. They've been around since 1880, and it's made from two pairs of socks. One pair of socks. One sock will become the body and the legs, and the next one will become the tail, the arms, the ears, and the mouth. So let's begin. The first thing you'll want to do is turn your sock inside out, and then you have to fold it so that you get it flat so that the heel is right here. So smooth the sock out so it's nice and flat. The toe of the sock is down here. The top opening of the sock is here. You'll take a ruler and you'll measure 3 inches from the white part of the heel. So I'm going to measure 3 inches down and make a line here. Then you must find the center of the sock. It's about 4 inches across, so I'm going to make a line here, and then you will draw a line down the center of the sock. That's going to be the center line that you'll stitch on either side of to create the legs. So you'll go to your sewing machine and you'll stitch, 1/4 inch away from their back stitch. Go all the way around and curve to form the foot and back stitch over here. You can use white thread. I've used a dark thread here so that you can see it more easily. There's my center line, 3 inches down, and you stitch 1/4 inch away from it, your edge of your presser foot, all the way down, and then curve it around to form the foot and back stitch. You do that on both sides. After that, you want to measure 1.5 inches. You'll have written instructions for this, and I'll also have samples in class you can look at. There's 1.5 inches, and I'm going to make another line right there. That's the line that we're going to cut to, and that will give us an opening to be able to stuff it. So you'll want to cut, this is after you've sewn it, you cut all the way up, and you cut up to that 1.5 inches. So you'll see that you have a little opening here, and that's the opening to stuff the legs and stuff the body. This sock is knit, and knit fabric is different than woven fabric. It's made with a series of loops. You'll also notice that it's going to curl up after you cut it. We had unraveling problems with the sock. The loops would come undone. So before you turn the sock, immediately after you cut it, get a hand sewing needle, and then you want to do your overcast or your whip stitch along this raw edge to keep any of the loops from coming undone. So go ahead and go all the way across one cut side to prevent the loops from unraveling when you start to stuff the body of the sock monkey. So especially here, exactly where the cut was made, that's what if you see some loops with your eye, you can see if they're starting to unravel. Make sure you grab those and do your whip stitch all the way across. So after you've done your whip stitch, now turn your sock right side out. So your seams will be on the inside, and now you have the body and the legs. If when you're turning it you notice that you're getting any runs in the sock, immediately get your hand needle and fix those runs, because they'll just keep getting worse and worse. So if you see something that you missed that didn't catch, fix it immediately. And there's the body and the legs. So I'll have some plastic bags over by the big bag of stuffing. Please be careful with the stuffing. Try not to let it get on the floor. People can slip on it. I don't want anyone to get hurt. Then you start stuffing your monkey. You don't want to see this one right here? This one's running right now, so I'm going to fix that before I show you the stuffing part. There's a loop coming undone. Take your time when you're stuffing. I can't remember if I do the legs first or the body first. I think I kind of do the legs first. You can use your fingers. Try not to let the stuffing get super clumpy. Don't clump it up in your hands. Keep it kind of like light and puffy. And then you're going to stuff it down in there. Now at first, when you want to get all the way down into that leg, you'll probably need to use an unsharpened pencil to help you poke it down in there. And as you're stuffing, you want to make it even, kind of massage it. You want to make it even from the bottom up. Because once you get up to here, if there's something you want to fix down here, it's kind of too late. So as you're going, make sure that you're making these nice and even as you go. And then you'll continue stuffing it until it feels like it's got some healthy monkey legs, and same thing with the body. So when you have it stuffed evenly, then you will take, and I've already sewn this closed, but that opening that was between the legs, you'll pin it together and you'll use a ladder stitch to close up the opening. Sometimes you get weird wobbly legs, so as you're stitching it closed, you might need to stuff a little more in there so that you don't have a funny looking leg. And once you finish this part, you're ready to cut your second sock into the other monkey parts.